Até eu tô pensando em fazer o final fora de live. Pra dar uma emoção pra vocês verem os episódios. Tô com esse pensamento. Jogar mais hoje e a partir daí no YouTube. É. E a gente já parte pra outro game em live, né? A gente pode aproveitar o
There it
Stray,
is.
pode aproveitar outros games.
Drake's Fang.
Pô, mas tá longe, tá? Pô, a presa do Draco tá longe, parceirinho.
CURTIU will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Marroi,
Before you go,
oi.
Clive, allow me to
Como é que tá, Léo?
apologize.
Não aguento mais Final Fantasy.
After what
Tava falando até uns minutos
Phoenix
antes
Gate
ali de
and the crisis
rapaziada.
that followed in its
Eu acho que
wake,
agora do meio pro final eu
I
vou fazer
fled.
fora de live.
I retreated to my
E
counting house and
vou...
danced
Tem que jogar o
attendance
Stray,
upon
tem que
the
jogar alguns jogos que vão sair
viceroy
da,
in the hope
game,
it would
da
bring me favor.
SN esse mesmo. Aproveitar, né? Também fica um clima legal pra quem vai ver no YouTube
I
depois, né?
betrayed my nation to save
Que
my
não sabe o que vai
skin.
acontecer. Ela sabe, né? Que já viu em outro lugar, mas...
And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
É que eu tô achando legal até. É que eu nunca joguei nem Final Fantasy, né?
Coming for you.
Então eu não tenho pontos de comparação, né? A história, pra mim, ela tem um estilo Game of Thrones, assim, pelos reinos, por tudo. Mas tô achando bem legal, cara. Tô achando bem legal. Eu tô achando legal o estilo da gameplay do combate, né? Isso que tá me chamando bastante atenção, tô curtindo. Perto de outros, pode ser que a rapaziada fala que até o 14 e o 7, né? As versões do 7 são mais detalhadas e tudo mais. Ah, ele tá usando umas luvas.
What are they stored? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Pronto.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta.
Dame, Josh.
Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Vai começar, vai terminar mais tarde, tá? Não precisa chorar.
Run along now, Hugo.
Vai até umas 2, 3 da manhã.
You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Ah, ele é conchavo do Última. Ele é conchavo do Última, entendi. Havia uma pauleira com 2 boss aqui, certamente, eu acho. Isso. Me...
Orcs.
Orcs.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
A caminho da escuridão.
Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We've been too close.
Passa aqui.
Taken over the entire mine.
Tô louco que não vai ter um baúzinho, então. Baúzinho dos brod. Nenhum.
Finished. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Eu acho que esse último tá meio que controlando tudo também, tá ligado? Esse último aí deve ser o boss final, se pá. Não vai ser os caras dos reinos. Ele é zero papo, tá ligado? É zero papo. Give me the boss. E traz os boss, que é isso que eu quero. Eu quero luta épica hoje. Quero deitar o Kupka na porrada. Vulgo Toguro. Bem ampla essa sala, hein?
Animals. You should never have left Ash. It's over.
Que isso? Ó, subimos de nível, 34. Achei que era do lado. O Cuca também tá bem arregãozinho, né? Bem escondidinho, né? Tá bem escondidinho ele. E esse aqui eu acho que é do item que a gente tá usando, né? Aí do julgamento. É pra para-raios. Para-raio a gente não tá usando, né? Não, para-raio a gente não tá usando. Quanto é que nós estamos de XP? 515 ainda é pouco. Ainda faltam algumas ainda. É que eu tô pensando em fazer uma loucura e upar o bagulho tudo de fogo, pegar os pontos dos outros e upar o de fogo primeiro tudo. Mas acho que não, vou deixar assim. Tá, eu já tive vontade de upar o de fogo no máximo, tá ligado?
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Ih! A gente tá acostumado a tomar.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Ah, que ele se defendeu do golpe inteiro. Vai. Não, o Léo tá mais tranquilo aqui, não tem... O bot tá de boa aqui, né? O bot firme é o bot da Twitch, não é o daqui. Ah, deitou esse boneco aí, não deu. Deve ser atrás dele ali, né? Vamos ver se tem algum item aí. Não, aqui não tem nada, certo. Uhum. Cutscene? Nossa.
By the flames.
Come on, Togo.
Muito
Kuka
item,
never did
sabe,
do
né?
things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
A gente tem que botar o tal do elixir ali, eu acho. Vamos adicionar aí. O elixir recupera toda a vida. A gente vai de super poção e de elixir daí. Tranquilo, tranquilo, galera. Valeu. Valeu. Ali, Lurk maroto. Ah, o maluquinho.
Let the trial begin.
Putz.
What the hell?
With me, Tom.
Ai, ele é forte. Toma, trouxa. Pode mandar o que vir, pode mandar. E vai me dando XP, é isso aí. Vai me dando de XP. Dádiva do relâmpago. Dádiva do relâmpago. Pode ser um que a gente esteja usando.
seems were expected.
Obrigado.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Ah, vem lutar com nós, vem, vem, vem. É capaz de lutar depois do Kupka ainda, esse pá. Agora é o Kupka, né? Não tem pra onde escapar. Ainda não.
Did the orcs do this too?
Tem mais orcs ainda. Isso não tem nenhuma caixinha nem nada aqui, né? Ó, viu? Agora eu tô viciado em caixinha. Booster, caixinha, Yu-Gi-Oh! Tô louco, tô louco. Virei colecionador. Ah lá. Oh, meu Deus.
More of them.
Vai que vai na porta já da cutscene, né? Vamos pelo ladinho aqui, mais de boa. Lá tem uma caixinha lá. Caixa é item, item é vida.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Agora, vem agora e... Não. Bravura. Perfeito. Sem bravura pra vocês, tá? Ah, esse aqui que eu dava... Não era o Spectrum, não. Pode botar bravura, pode botar o que for. Não vai ter, nós vamos vencer.
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Claro. Vai. E não era esse aqui? Era lá de lá? Não acredito. Não, é aqui. Meu Deus, que lugar esquisito. Eu achei que era pros lados.
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart.
Não tem outro lugar, né?
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Ui. Pera aí, porque tem atributos interessantes aqui. É o cataclismo e a dádiva do relâmpago. A gente não tá usando a dádiva do relâmpago também? É o cataclismo, sim. O dano de tempestade. Ah, tá. Ah, mas vamos de cataclismo, né? Vai usar o cataclismo. Eu acho que vai usar, né? Se a gente não usar contra ele o próprio golpe dele, aí vai ficar. A gente vai ter um slot a menos, né? Mas. Acho que vai ser útil. Vamos ver. Vai pra cá. É, mas agora me deu medo de botar o bagulho e não precisar de alguma coisa que recupere vida, tá ligado? Eu acho. Muito dano de combo. Ou vamos deixar o XP mesmo já. Vamos deixar pelo XP.
Just what I needed.
Oh, os caras estão se passando aqui, tá? Não quero dizer nada. Mas os malucos estão se passando em boneco aqui, tá?
DEIXA, my everything. I've missed you so much.
Agora enlouqueceu, agora enlouqueceu. Ih, coleguinha.
Swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Tá viajandinho.
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Ih, rapaz.
I'll kill you, Roswell!
Oh shit, he's priming. No, not now.
Oh shit, não. Minha mesa de som deu guru. Agora não. Vamos rapidinho. Deu.
Come on. Find him.
Respira, transpira.
You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Ele é muito maior. Meu Deus, olha o tamanho, cara. Como é que nós vamos lutar, meu? Ih.
Nice trick.
E agora, meu?
But if you can do it, then so could I!
E agora, velho? Vamos, vai vir um enxofre. Segura R2 mais quadrado para provocar uma explosão violenta.
Let's give this a try.
Ih, sentiu? Uia! Vai se transformar de novo, se liga. Ui! Meu Deus! Jesus!
Thunder, help me. It's do or die! I'm coming, Contra!
Meu Deus. Ah, vai quebrar de novo. Boa. Ui. Ah, de novo, cara. Ó, sentiu agora. Putz, gastei errado. minha mira aqui. Agora que eu entendi. Ainda bem que eu entendi rápido. Ainda bem que eu entendi rápido. Tchau. Acabou-se! Acabou-se! Puto Guru! Yeah! Meu Deus. Vencemos! Jesus amado, cara. Que luta. Ui. Ih.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Eu acho que a briga vai ser com esse último, tá? Ele é o cara do... Ele é um vilãozaço do jogo. Porque vai botar todas as nações contra, tá ligado? Pra depois a gente enfrentar ele.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
Oh,
But Mythos is stronger.
nossa, ele vem agora.
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Nossa.
Some medicine, my lord?
A mina da medicine.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Que isso?
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Mas ele é filho do imperador. Ele tá dizendo que o imperador tá indo contra.
Forgive me, Terence.
Será que algum lado vai ficar do nosso lado, tipo assim?
But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Obviamente o rapaz não quer perder o seu amor, né? Obviamente, ele vai querer proteger a todo pano. Obviamente.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Eles estão pensando que o Kupka ainda tá vivo, né?
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made emperor.
Quê? A criança foi proclamada imperador?
What is the meaning of this?
Como assim, cara?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Putz.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Olá, o Jorge
Forgive the
chegou.
intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead.
Também.
Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Ih, lá vem aí, vamos ver. Ah, não corta, pelo amor de Deus, quero entender. O quê? Ah. Eu queria entender. O que queria dizer, pô? Pô, sacanagem. Uma nova esperança.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up. Give me 50 good boards,
Welcome home,
each
Sid.
span each.
Tem bastante coisa aqui. Tem uma carta. Tem o quadro de caça. Deixa eu ver a primeira carta.
Why haven't we heard anything?
Kupka deitou. Kupka foi dormir em berço esplêndido, já era. Ela metendo um trabalho ali, levando uns repolho. Opa! Acho que depois daqui vai vir... Vai vir secundário. Ih, tem bastante bicho, ó. Ih, tem S, tem S. Ih, rapaz, tem 2 C, 1 A e 1 S, tá? A gente não tem nada a pegar com os... É impossível, Santos, se a gente não tem item aqui.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Dá não?
Come to claim your just desserts?
410. Meu
Come
Deus.
again. I may have more for you.
Vamos ver o que, que a Vivi vai falar pra nós aqui.
Ah, my favorite pupil. Allow me to educate you. One must understand one's place in the world.
A presa do Draco cai. Tá. Claramente agora é... Vai ser aqui, ó. A contenda vai ser aqui.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Ah, deixa eu ver o
Here for another of my lectures.
cronológico aqui dos
I have
bonecos.
the details here.
Ah, ele é o Lorde Comandante, ó. Ele que tava com conexão aqui, ó. Tá. Feito.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Vamos ver o que, que o nosso Otto quer dizer.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It is good to be back.
Você perguntar, a senhora melhorou?
I feel it.
Melhorou?
Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want
Pô,
to
acabei de
know,
ver.
go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Acabei de falar com a Vivi, pô.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there?
Aconteceu isso
than my
comigo.
map?
Olhei só pra um detalhe e, né?
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest.
Precisando de legenda
But
de...
of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword
Não,
to
mas não
rest.
precisa. Pra que isso?
Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the
Por quê?
faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to
O
worry
Rei
about
Barnabé.
confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his report.
Não mete esse migué pra nós é que vem secundário aí, né?
Not quite all in your
Momento
case.
de upar, momento
The
de
people of the
XP.
hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well.
Very
I'll go and spread
well.
the word.
Tem mais coisa? Meu Deus, é principal ainda. Gente, eu preciso só no banheiro, eu já volto um segundinho, tá? Pegar mais um pouquinho de água, vou dar uma pausinha aqui no pause aqui, beleza. Vamos nos locais. Ah, o que tem que ver aqui mesmo com ela? Deve ser uma coisa que abriu aqui. Perfeito. Perfeito. Sobre o Gokup.
So what of its parliament? Which leaves but one man. How may I help you today? Here's the
Alguma
latest information I
atualização
have.
aqui, ó. Ah, o dominante Bahamut. E ele é filho do Imperador Silvestre. Só que o Imperador entregou os panos. Porque a Anabela aqui falou, meteu o migué na cabeça do cidadão e botou o Olivinho, um Olivinho como imperador, mas ele é criança, jovem. Aqui, ó, quem é atendente de Osho. Não falou ainda quem é. Tá. Tá.
Study it well, Clive.
Retorno para esconderijo. Tá. Era isso. Era só um... Sabe quando tu faz aquela revisão antes da prova? Que tu acha que vai te salvar, mas não te salva? Era isso. Tá ligado? Foi isso que aconteceu. O cara começou... A prova era às 8 da manhã, o cara estudava 8h15 da manhã. Aí meia-noite o cara pegava o caderno. Não, agora vai... A matéria toda vai cair na cabeça. Meia-noite e meia ele tava dormindo com o livro. E aí fala, não, mas deixa eu só fazer essa revisão final aqui. Aí uma questão ele acertava, porque algum momento pegava ali. E só.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Velho sempre espalha notícia, né? Não adianta. Não adianta.
After Kupka fell,
Se o cara quer que a informação chegue, é só tu contar pra alguém idoso. Só contar.
I need to know what he
O
is.
idoso resolve.
Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
Tô falando do Ultima.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Tá. Quer ver que vai vir a missão secundária depois disso aqui? E já tem 4 bichos pra tem 4 bichos pra caçar já, tá ligado?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
Ó, acordou.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Não tem item, meu brother? Tem, claro que tem.
Clive. Good bloody riddance. Mine included. So, what'll it be?
Melhorador 1. Melhorador 1. Quê? Tem uma espada de diamante? Pera aí. Eu tô com um item melhor, não me avisaram. Equipamentos. Não. Sacanagem. Hoje eu tô maravilhoso no português, né? Sacanagem. Porque...
What do you need?
Porque tá mostrando
Sorry,
um...
Whitby.
Aqui, ó. 225. É fabricável, mas para eu fabricar de diamante, eu preciso do osso serpalva. Osso de serpalva. Aí eu consigo. Ó, ela é melhor que o rebolo, com certeza. Mas eu preciso achar esse item. Ah, meu Deus, escreveu os outros itens. Peraí. Posso fazer o saiote. Tô usando 7423. Ó. Eu tô usando... Ó, os braceletes dá pra melhorar já.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Tá. Agora a gente tem que ir atrás desse osso de serpalva aqui. Aí nós estamos forte. Vamos agora com a Sharon. Alguém vai ter que dar esse osso de serpalva.
Someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Pô, tu já contou pra todo mundo, cara.
Luca is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders then. Good. I'll start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head though.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Is it
Tem um item aí?
or pleasure? It's a relief. Thank you, Clive. If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Aí eu posso comprar a melhoradora. Mas não... Quanto? 200? Ah, mas é tranquilo, né, o preço. Acho que vale a pena comprar. Mesmo ela não sendo... Ela é um pouco... Ela perde de atordoamento, mas ganha ataque. Vamos comprar.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Cinturão não vai ter nenhum melhor, né? Braçadeira também. Nossa, ela tem que vender umas coisas aqui, né? Vou ter que pegar essa outra bobina aqui, tá? Não quero vender. Cinto? Que dá, né?
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
Tá, isso aqui não, né? Aqui tem coisa que eu posso vender, eu acho. Tá trocado por Gil. Aqui, ó.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer.
Tá. Aí eu posso pegar e gastar tudo em mais uma bobina de música pra rapaziada aqui, né?
It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Que delícia. Tá uma música nova pra rapaz aqui.
Thank you, Clive. Not just from me.
E agora vamos falar com o Otto. Só ver. No final a gente ficou com equipamento. A gente poderia melhorar. A gente podia usar essa melhorador e botar mais um, né? Será que valeria a pena? Vamos ver.
What do you need?
Não vai gastar os mesmos itens de fazer? Ó. Aqui sim. Aqui sim eu vejo... Não vou usar ouro e elo. Não vai usar a mesma coisa, não. É de boa, acho. Tá, então vamos upar essa aqui.
No scratches, right?
E daí ela fica parecida. Fica um pouco pior só que a de platino que a gente vai pegar. E a gente já tem uma espada mais upadinha, né? Vamos ver o que o Otto quer. Agora acho que o Otto deve liberar as missões secundárias. Pá. Eu tô querendo caçar uns bichinhos, né, gente?
Barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone.
É um café de canela com frutas vermelhas. Tem um outro café que assim, é a sigla IPA de maracujá, acho que é. Uma IPA de maracujá, um café muito bom.
And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well.
Bingo. 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 Temos um Sherlock Holmes aqui no chat. Temos um Sherlock Holmes. Depois eu vou nessa IPA depois. Fale com o Mid. Não, agora é uma... Eu sei que é frutas vermelhas com canela. Não me lembro qual é o nome, né? Não é a sigla. Putz, é lá embaixo, né? Essa marca é boa, né? Olhei meio que de relance um dia e falei, ó.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Qual é a pergunta? Aqui, ó. Quem responder isso aqui ganha um prêmio. Ó, vou ler. Um velho fazendeiro chamado Otto cria chocobos e antílopes. Após 5 desses animais adoecerem, ele os leva para repousar em um celeiro. Porém, na manhã seguinte, Otto acorda e descobre que um come-pernas conseguiu entrar no celeiro e devorou 3 patas de um dos antílopes. Para verificar se os outros estavam bem, e fez uma avaliação e ficou feliz ao contar um total de 13 patas. Quantos chocobos tinham no celeiro? Aula de aritmética. Eu não consigo descer. Pô, não consigo descer por aqui, velho. É, né? Daqui essa marca, né? Bem que eu vi que tinha bastante no mercado aqui. Ah, eu vou, né? Vou experimentar, né? O meu pai, não era pra cá. Pô, é tão difícil chegar ali. Não. Vou pegar uma escadinha. Pô, a minha vontade era de jogar o 15 ou o 7 já, tá? Eu só não vou fazer isso porque senão fica bem maçante, né? Eu tô pensando em começar algum dos dois foras de live. Depois desse, obviamente. Tem uma descida, né? E seguir o mesmo estilo, né? Com que as secundárias, no máximo, se tiver alguma coisa engraçada, alguma coisa pra gravar, mas gravar só as principais, né? Aqui o Final... Esse aqui eu já tô pensando em agora fazer, a partir de agora, só no YouTube, né? E segunda-feira começar outro jogo em live.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
Ah, vai nós, né?
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Vamos lá, então. Aí com Blackthorn. Oh, tem... Ah, não, mas... Nossa, fazia tempo que eu não tinha essas missões com esse maluco aqui, né?
Clive. It was luck, and luck alone. But now... Thank you. Oh, same old. So, anything catch your eye?
Ih, aí, ó, tem missão secundária. Tem no Salvrek e tem na Dalmec. Tá, então antes de a gente continuar, vamos fazer secundária? Vamos. Agora, vamos, óbvio. Dormir não dá XP. Fazer principal só não dá XP. O XP vem da onde? Vem da secundária. Vem da caçagem. Vem dessas coisas, né? Então vamos lá fazer esses aqui que o rapaz quer? Vamos.
Thanks to Sid.
Thank you, Clive.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what
Estava
it takes to get to
mutado,
this
estava mutado.
I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Vamos lá, soltando vapor 1. Ih, rapaz. Se prepare.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Vou levar o Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and
Esse é
scout
aquele
the
lugar que a gente
place
estava
out.
limpando
See
antes
about
lá.
hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Vamos lá.
Looks like I found the river. Let's go.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
E esse último tá bem escondidinho. Ih, qual é que é? Ih, tava bugadão, campeão, pô. Ou não, ali quer dizer que é pra...
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Vá. Tem parte 2 nessa missão, né? Então, deve buscar mais coisa.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Falar com a mídia, então, né? E tem coisa no sussurro ali, tem que pegar os itens. Mas aqueles aerolitos ali não... Achei pouco para aquele nível, tá? Mas tudo bem.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. You earned this.
E agora vai demorar,
Best of
tá?
luck out there, Sid.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
A fulana?
What's her name? Right.
Helena, não é fulana, pô.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
É que não é aquele lá que a gente já matou? Acho que não, né? Não, era pro outro lado, não.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down. If you're ready, we leave at once.
Vamos lá. Ui, pega pra cá? Não, né? Errei. É aqui.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
E pá, deve ser mais... mais soldados, não deve ser nada muito... Já passou, já foi. Vocês estão brincando que esse bicho vai... Fala, Helena.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Vamos lá.
Anybody home?
Tem uma... Ih!
This must be an unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Pronto. Resolvemos.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Às vezes eu tiro a facecam, rapaziada, que tá vendo no YouTube, porque eu já... Esperando deixar passar cutscene, né? Às vezes fica ali, expondo bala. E aí vale mais a pena tirar e deixar o jogo flua, né? Muta o microfone e tira a facecam. Cara, eu vi um baúzinho aqui. Quem viu, viu, tá? Tinha visto ele aqui, eu achei aqui no canto. Não tô enganado. Eu vi aqui. O meteorito tá sendo vendido como muito importante, né? Até agora eu não achei aquilo lá pra fazer a espada. A espada nova. Ainda bem que a gente fez esse up na outra, né? Lá falar com a Mid novamente.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Aqui é tipo uns poemas. Aqui é tipo o famoso sarau, né? Sarauzinho capixaba.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
Parte 3 do navio.
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Porra, mas eu entendo, mas, pô, dava pra ter levado tudo lá, né? Mano. Sabe? É uma questzinha que... não tinha necessidade de... buscar os itens até... ah, até dava. Mas, pô, é ali do outro lado falar com o maluquinho, velho. Aproveitar e trocar essa música. A música tá triste, né? Eu ia trocar a música, né? Sorry. Tem que fazer isso. Essa música aqui tá... parece que eu tô no...
The nobleman who visited. The man who...
Thank you, Clyde.
Tocando terrores noturnos. Meu Deus. Essa é a melhor, pô, acho. Essa aí. Essa é música de ambiente. Pô. Tá pesado o clima com aquele lá, né?
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
Vou tirar minha facecam, tá, gente? Vocês não precisam ver eles conversando.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obolus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Toda explicação do Telecurso 2000, né?
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research.
Vou levar a Tarja só pelos ciúmes da Jill. Só pelos ciúmes da Jill. Se liga.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Mercado Rincão Setentorial. Vamos lá. Vê que é bem fechado esse arco, né? Até ir pro próximo reino. Deve ser de navio que a gente vai pro próximo reino, né? Além de tudo, deve ter isso. Ah, aqui tem uma comerciante que... Ah, tinha que fazer 65 mil pra vir buscar esses itens aqui, tá?
Fine day to you.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Spoiling another
There you are, Tarja.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Vamos lá.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Go on. Take it. And good riddance.
There's talk that the glass came. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that price?
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Hopefully Ty is finished too.
What can I interest you in today?
Eu tenho coisa pra vender por Jill aqui, ó. Por Gills, quer dizer, Jill, não, ó.
Could never have too many. Yeah, that'll fetch a good price.
Ó.
Could never have too many.
É o seguinte, eu acho que esses 15k eu já compro da moça ali. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo.
And what can I do for you?
Ué, 15.300, tá?
That's the best I can do.
Pronto, agora eu consigo.
You've a keen eye. And a fine, fine day to you.
Tá, comprar mais coisa e nós estamos ralados. Não, só levar, né?
Well, did you find everything?
Mas é claro.
I did. Here.
Podia ter os ícones, né? Ali aparecendo. Pode acessar uma sacolinha, qualquer coisa, sabe? Sei que é muito detalhe, mas seria bem legal. E foi, tá? Tem alguma coisa pra fazer aqui, né?
We're not in too much of a rush, are we?
Vamos. Podemos conversar.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Foi um momento tipo com Gav, né?
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Meio que se dando uma fortificada, né? Na união do groups. Até podia ter trazido a Jill tirando a zoeira, mas é que ficava tão legal, né? A equipe, né, em si. E com a Jill já tá extremamente bem fortificada na relação, né? Vamos dizer.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the Moondew.
Vamos ver agora. Eu acho que seria legal ter uma opção de fazer não tendo viagem rápida. Mesmo que fosse extremamente cansativo, que o jogo não teria como, né? Mas seria legal se tivesse. Vamos lá.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just
Bem provável que a gente vai falar com a Mid de novo, né?
go about preparing the Moondew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Vamos nós.
Thank you, Hippocrates.
É que a gente tá com tudo isso de habilidade? Ih! Ih, pera aí, parceiro, então. Não vai prestar. Foi pra primo. Tá louco, meu. Pronto, gastamos tudo. Ah, é que tem aprimorado e dominado, né? E eu não tinha usado nada, né? E se a gente pedir pra redefinir, tá ligado? Eu achei que a gente poderia fazer. A gente não usou os punhos furiosos ainda. Agora a gente tá muito na base do fogo, né? Vamos trocar aqui os equipamentos. Pior que dá pra usar de fogo no coisa, hein? Interessante isso. 3, 2. Ataque tórrido. Pior que é muito parecido, né? Vamos de tempestade mesmo. A gente fica com uma... bem perto de zerar aqueles primeiros ali. Pode ser interessante, né? O que a gente tá usando de fogo? Chamas ascendentes e chama do renascer. Se algum desses tiver um ícone, um coisa, a gente pode usar. Aqui, ó. Eu acho que é esse só, né? Chamas do renascer. Nossa, vamos botar isso, porque daí vai demorar bem menos o chamas do renascer. Pode ser bom. Pode dar boa. A gente fazer um savezinho, né? Faz tempo que a gente não faz. Ah, fazia tempo que a gente não fazia mesmo, tá?
I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Bom, mais do que nunca, nossos os especiais de fogo são os que vieram com a gente, estão muito fortes, né? Então, é focar em usar eles, né? Mas... E agora tudo que a gente ganhar de habilidade... Falta 4.000 pra fechar aquele... O último, né? Do Chamas do Renascer, acho que é. Deve dar muito dano, muito. Tá. Mas acho que agora já... Já dá pra adiantar bem. Acho que dá... Não sei se ficou equilibrado, ficou bem desequilibrado de passagem, né? Mas... É também um teste pra ver como é que vai sair.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Aleluia, ela foi lá, né? Ela foi lá resolver isso aí. Aleluia. Já era a hora.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
A cara dela mudou.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is.
Ah,
Let's
verdade.
take this outside. Mid,
Vamos lá.
you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Ah, podia rir, né? Tô sendo chato? Tô sendo chato mesmo. Oi? Não, não tô vendo pra essa coisa. Não, pera. Pera. Ah, isso é os motores, né?
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Obrigado.
Good luck to them, I
Thank you
say.
very so much.
Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Falei com a mídia. Ué? De novo?
What's the
Ah, eles têm que ir
matter?
lá ver o Cid. Tá na hora. Vai ver o turno do
Nothing.
Cid.
Just daydreaming.
É, agora não pode escapar. Vamos lá.
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that.
Eu ia
And I'll do
dizer,
everything
eu
I
também ia
can to
dizer.
get you what you want.
O Clive tá
Don't you
lutando por isso.
All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't
Vamos
you?
lá, vamos lá. Vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá.
And you can come too now that your little
É, tá na hora
project
de
is
ir lá.
finished.
Importante.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Legal.